Neue Erinnerung? Ja, wir müssten tatsächlich mal in den Tempel gehen und wenigstens unsere Zauber leveln. Und mal da ein bisschen durchgucken. So, Kapitel 7. Zurück in Paprika. Oder Paprika oder Tempel der Erinnerung. Ich gehe da mal ganz kurz hin. Wir werden jetzt nicht durchwutscheln, aber...
I see you have...
Mehrmal Kampfkurs, ne, ja. Ich hätte gerne das da. Wartet, so, jetzt. Den Feuer-Erd-Dingse, das kann ich. Lufthieb. Drachenstrahl. Bleibt mal nicht bei Drachenstrahl, wenn er dann doch ich. Ach komm, wir nehmen Drachenstrahl. Ja, wir nehmen Drachenstrahl jetzt. So. Da können wir auch noch hin bis auf Stufe 6. Stufe 7 geht noch nicht. So. Das geht auch noch nicht, ne? Achso, da fehlt uns auch. So, da ich nicht weiß, wie das abläuft. Wo wir was einsetzen können. So, bei dir hätte ich gerne noch. Auf jeden Fall Plumps. Plumps ist super. Macht nämlich Plumps. Oh Gott, wer ist noch? Stufe 4. Ach, erstmal hochleveln. So, mehr geht nicht. Was hast du noch? Knack. War jetzt unsere Spezialfähigkeit da, ne? Brutzel auf jeden Fall. Weil der brutzelt. Wir haben ja auch genügend dieser Steinchen, sind wir mal ehrlich. Nee, eigentlich möchte ich auch weiter Knack haben. Wir haben noch genügend. So. Weiter geht's. Die Ma'am lasse ich jetzt mal außen vor. Jetzt kommt erstmal hier. Ob wir jetzt nur wirklich viel davon profitieren werden, wenn sie heilt, also weiß ich nicht. Vielleicht müssen wir irgendwann doch wieder auf die andere gehen, ich weiß es noch nicht. Also auf Heilerin. Aber ich würde sie gerne als Angriff behalten. Muss man gucken. Deswegen level ich jetzt einfach mal so hoch und dann wird das schon. Aura Schuss. Dauert ja zum Glück nicht lange. Oh. Könnte ich auch einfach so und dann... Das könnte man mal ausprobieren. Weißt du, bevor ich jetzt hier mich dödelig mache. Bin ich jetzt gleich Stufe 6 geworden? Ja, wow, ich bin hochintelligent. Hauptsache alles einzeln machen, wa? Ja, ja, der Typ. Ich will nichts hören, außer der Typ. Der Type. Dunkler Auraschuss haben wir ja gar nicht drin. Warum nicht? Naja, können wir ja jetzt reinmachen. Was? Haut nicht... Was? Oh, frech. Wir haben nicht genügend. Naja, okay. Pech. Muss er durch. So, sehr schön haben wir das auch mal wieder gemacht. Aber den Tempel machen wir trotzdem nicht. So, wir gucken jetzt erstmal, was die Versammlung will.
Upon hearing that Leona was putting together a world summit, the party returned to Paprika. The princess wished to invite leaders from across the globe. Among the fallen nations, she could only rescue General Bösen of Ringaya. When Dai asked whether any of the attendees were versed in legendary weapons, King Vulcan of Terran was mentioned. Dai's party thus conferred with the king, who had arrived in Paprika. King Vulcan explained that the metal used to forge the Sword of Champions, or a calcum, was created by the gods. Only a small amount was bestowed to humanity. Therefore, he concluded it was unlikely that a blade stronger than the Sword of Champions existed anywhere. Dai then asked if there were any other powerful swords. In response, the king summoned the seer Merla to divine that which they sought. The word she divined was Landkirks, which just happened to be the name of Pop's home village, which he left behind to become a disciple of Avan.
Ow, 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 ow.
Sorry to drag you all the way out here. I just figured we could really use your skills.
No problem. I'm more than happy to help all of you. Oh, thank goodness. She's kind and warm. I can see why Pop likes her.
Seems like a nice place, doesn't it?
It's a tiny village. Nothing's really changed. The shop's up ahead. I'll be waiting right here.
You aren't coming with us?
If my dad sees me, it'll be bad.
Hey, does that lady work in the weapon shop?
Huh? Mom!
Bob? Is it really you?
Huh?
It's my boy.
Mom, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Aw, that's nice.
He must be really close with his family.
Dad?
Honey, look who made his way back home.
Hey, son.
Hi, Dad.
You run off without a word for over a year? You think you could just waltz back in here like nothing's happened?
Mister, calm down!
Apologies, we don't normally get visitors in our small village. I can't believe my idiot son is actually helping the legendary hero on his quest.
It's thanks to Pop that we're even alive. I don't know where I'd be without him. So, mister, what we were asking about?
Right, you want the legendary sword. Well, you won't find one in my shop, but it is possible there's something at my friend Lon's place.
Lon?
He's a Darkling that I met recently.
Darkling? Their name doesn't happen to be Lon Barrick, does it?
Sure. So?
Those dark armor weapons that Yunkel uses were made ages ago by a guy with the same name, Lon Barrick. Yeah, he can help us.
Don't be so sure. He lives in the woods just outside the village. He's not interested in meeting new people.
Netter Vater. Der Handwerksmeister. Meister.
Go away. I no longer see the point of crafting these legendary weapons. Much less a fool's errand like attempting to forge the world's greatest sword.
Come on, you have to! If you don't help us, there's nobody else we can turn to!
You see, hero, my interest lies solely in how the weapons that I make perform on the battlefield. But recently, there's been no one worthy of wielding them. No matter how powerful the weapon, if the wielder doesn't have the skill, it's nothing but an ornament. You see those swords over there? I forged them to pay for my meals, but they're better than a normal blade. Just take one and leave.
Better than normal isn't enough. Even your dark armor blade couldn't withstand the Dragon Crest's power. They turned to dust. Please, mister. I need a weapon greater than the Demon Dragon Blade. Otherwise, we'll never be able to defeat the Dark Lord Hadlar.
What? The Demon Dragon Blade? You fought against that weapon? Go on. How did the battle end?
It was a draw. I managed to break the blade, but mine completely disintegrated. So I guess I lost.
You broke the Demon Dragon Blade with a weapon I crafted? Wonderful! That's magnificent!
Hey, Lon, what's so funny, huh?
How can I not be overjoyed? Didn't you know the Demon Dragon Blade was forged by the gods themselves? That sword is the exact weapon I've spent over a century of my life trying to replicate. To hear one of my own creations that I forged out of an inferior metal broke it! You have impressed me, boy. With you as its wielder, I can forge the world's greatest sword. I will need to craft it from the same material, but I'm almost certain it will end up being the winning blade.
Okay then, let's start!
Calm down. I said the same material, the same as the Demon Dragon Blade, or a calcum. Find it, and I can make the sword.
What?
Then we're all the way back at square one. Fantastic.
Come on, all we need to do is find some of this metal.
Yeah, sure. Easier said than...
The Crown of Champions!
King Romo said that it was made of orichalcum, didn't he?
To Dermaline Island! Grandpa! Where is it? My Crown of Champions!
What's going on, Di? It should be somewhere in that pile.
Where? No, wait! I found it!
Come clean up your mess!
Sorry, we're in a bit of a hurry.
Wenigstens mal Hallo sagen oder so.
King Romos, your majesty! Look, the Crown of Champions! Can we turn this into a weapon? We need to make a sword out of orichalcum.
That crown already belongs to you. And why should I stand in the way of the hero and his quest to bring peace to all of the kingdoms?
Your Highness, thank you!
A ship from Bengarna is entering port!
Not the most subtle, is it?
Princess Leona, I've come, answering your summons.
King Bengarna, we specifically asked you to travel with discretion. A warship like this.
And what are those weapons?
They're tanks, King Romos. This elite force is the gem of my country. Isn't that right, Akeem?
Sir, Bengarna's tank brigade takes pride in being the strongest army of all the human kingdoms.
It's all about weapons now. Swords and magic are nothing against a cannon. This summit is a war council on strategies against the Dark Army, isn't it? So, where are the others?
Follow me.
I suppose even leaders of men can't always be admirable.
Crocodile, I know this is a bad time to ask, but we...
No need to worry. I will defend Papnica. I suppose it also has them too.
Okay, Pop.
Hold it! Let me rest a little! Just how many times do you think I've used Zoom today?
Stell dich mal nicht so an, Mensch. But
So what? Has he started yet?
The same as before. He tossed the crown into the furnace and now he's just staring at Dai's hand for some reason.
Long ago, people and their weapons were as one. Warriors trained relentlessly to be worthy of their blade, and that weapon would need to be equal with the wielder's skill. Now they're all worthless. All except for you. I need you to show me what it means to be worthy of wielding the most powerful weapon created. Jank, give me a hand. This is going to be a big job.
Lon has already started forging like a madman. I'm going to help him. Know that it's best not to break his concentration. According to him, this sword is going to be like a living thing bound specifically to your little friend in there. I can't imagine it'll be anything like making an ordinary weapon.
Oh, I get it. Interesting. That's why he was spending so much time studying Dai's hands in there.
Don't they say that a true weapon will choose its wielder? You've got this then. Thanks, Dad.
I don't need you to tell me that!
Oh, what's wrong, miss?
I see it. I see it. A giant shadow. An awful, terrifying power. At this rate, Papnica will fall soon!
King Ben-Garner, as we've said, we must gather the world's forces as one if we want even a chance of defeating the Dark Army. That is the reason we've all gathered here.
And my army will lead the charge. Now everyone relax and leave it to me.
Your Majesty, my country in Gaia, it was known as the Great Fortress Kingdom, and yet our capital was destroyed, burnt to the ground by the Dragon Legion after only a week. The power needs to be witnessed if you want to understand. So forgive me, King, but the day that they come to your gates, you may wish for the sake of your country that you had done more to stop them before it got that far.
You insult me, General Bösen. Do you not understand that my army is the greatest to have ever existed?
All the effort put into getting everyone here. This is going nowhere.
Observe! My cutting-edge, top-class warship. My unstoppable tank brigade. No matter what forces the Dark Army may have, they can't.
Das war mal das Schiff.
I know. That's impossible.
It's Sovereign Rock Castle! So Hyunko's hypothesis was right. Sovereign Rock Castle itself is a walking fortress, a giant overfiend. Hold on! How did something that size get so close without anyone noticing?
Well, there's a thick mist covering the ocean.
A mist? Could it be Mistfern?
Ben-Garner's ship. Just as Hadlar suspected. The world leaders are gathered here in Papnica. Pathetic ants who defy King Vern. I'll smoke them out and crush them.
Dieses Teleportieren. Gut, dass wir es haben. Stopp das Dämonenschloss. Ja, jetzt nicht. Doof wie es klingt, aber jetzt gerade nicht. Wir müssen nämlich erstmal die Aufnahmepause machen. Weil ich nämlich auch gleich zur Arbeit muss. Na gut, dann verabschiede ich mich jetzt erstmal. Ich glaube, die Folge wird hier voraussichtlich ein bisschen kürzer gehen. Es tut mir leid, aber beim nächsten Mal machen wir wieder richtig, ne? Ich bin jetzt aber erstmal raus und ja, wir sehen uns dann beim nächsten Mal wieder. Bis dahin, auf Wiedersehen und ciao. Tschüss.